That t-shirt you're wearing right now, the sneakers you bought last month. Have you ever wondered where they actually go when you are done with them? You might think they get recycled or donated to someone in need. But you are wrong. Deeply wrong. Right now, as you watch this video, millions of tons of brand new, unworn clothes are being dumped into the driest place on Earth. A place where the elite fashion industry hides its darkest, most toxic secret. Welcome to the Atacama Desert in Chile, a wasteland so massive it can be seen from outer space. But it's not covered in sand. It's covered in the clothes you see in mall windows every single day. Watchin' Out begins. Everything starts with a simple lie called fast fashion. Brands like Zara, H&M, and Shein revolutionized the world by making clothing cheap, trendy, and instantly replaceable. In the past, fashion had 4 seasons a year. Today, these tech-driven clothing giants have 52 micro-seasons. New designs drop every single week. They created a psychological trap. They programmed your brain to believe that if you wear the same outfit twice on Instagram, you are falling behind. But here is the statistic they never wanted you to find out. The global fashion industry produces over 100 billion garments every single year. That is enough to clothe every person on this planet 12 times over. So, what happens to the billions of clothes that never get sold? What happens to the items you return online because they didn't fit quite right? It costs these corporations more money to store, sort, and reshelve an item than it does to simply destroy it. But burning them in Western countries is illegal due to strict environmental laws. And dumping them in local landfills would cause a massive public outcry. So the global fashion cartel found a loophole, a silent partner. They ship millions of tons of clothing to developing nations under the guise of second-hand clothing donations. Every year, nearly 60,000 tons of discarded clothes arrive at the port of Iquique in northern Chile. Smugglers and local merchants sort through the containers, looking for the best pieces to resell in Latin American markets. But more than 40,000 tons of it is completely unmarketable. It is synthetic, cheap, and useless trash. By Chilean law, it is illegal to dump this textile waste into municipal landfills. So the trucks drive out into the middle of the night. They drive deep into the Atacama Desert, dump the mountain of clothing onto the ancient, protected soil, and vanish into the darkness. What you are looking at in Atacama is not just a trash pile. It is a monument to human greed. Huge mountains of winter coats, designer sneakers, and fast fashion dresses stretching as far as the eye can see. Many of them still have the original price tags attached. And here is the terrifying reality. These clothes are not made of cotton or wool anymore. They are made of polyester, nylon, and acrylic. In other words, they are made of plastic. A regular piece of plastic takes up to 500 years to decompose. These mountains of clothes will outlive your children, your grandchildren, and the next 10 generations. They are reacting with the intense desert sun, releasing highly toxic chemicals into the air and poisoning the underground water supplies that local indigenous communities rely on. And when the piles get too high, mysterious fires break out in the middle of the desert. These textile mountains burn for weeks at a time. The smoke that fills the sky is a toxic cocktail of petroleum, heavy metal dyes, and microplastics. The people living in the nearby town of Alto Hospicio are breathing in this poison every single day. But why doesn't anyone stop this? Why isn't this on the front page of every major news outlet? Because the fashion industry is a multi-trillion-dollar empire. The billionaire owners of these brands hold massive influence over global media, advertising budgets, and political figures. They spend billions of dollars on greenwashing campaigns, telling you they care about the planet, while their midnight trucks are actively turning a natural wonder of the world into a plastic graveyard. The system wants you to stay blind. It wants you to feel that sudden rush of dopamine when you click Add to Cart. It wants you to buy, wear once, discard, and repeat. But the next time you buy a cheap outfit just for a single night out, remember the desert. Remember the toxic fires burning under the Chilean sun. The matrix of consumerism is real, and it is burying the planet alive under a mountain of discarded trends. Wake up. See the dark scenario behind the screen.